What's good, gang? Welcome to Energy. I don't feel like doing the whole spiel, but you know what it is. Okay, about to give y'all a reading right quick. As promised, because I didn't do it yesterday, and this is a whole new cup of coffee, but I said I was going to come back and do coffee. I was going to make coffee milkshakes, which I did, and out of the coffee from the morning. And I was going to do a reading after that. So that's what we're about to do. Honestly, it's not even about me trying to fulfill what I said I was going to do, because I don't even know if I uploaded the video where I told you that shit. So I know I could get out of it, get away with it, nobody cares. However, I don't know why I do not want to fold these fucking clothes. Like, I mean, I wash the damn clothes, but I do not, when I say I have been procrastinating for, I don't know, maybe since Friday. Granted, I had the sinus infection. It is like legitimately, legitimate that I didn't feel good. So yeah, laying in the bed, no big deal. But I've been running from folding these clothes. Like, it's the worst possible thing that I could do. It's crazy. So here I am. Here I am doing a reading instead of folding them down clothes. I'm running out of shit to do. So after this, because I know my son, he already went out with me earlier today and everywhere that I wanted to go. So, and he did not want to leave. So I know that he probably ain't going to be playing no games if I be talking about something. Hey, you want to? No, I don't. And I ain't playing. So I'm going to chill. But I'm going to, there is nothing else to do except for fold those clothes. So let's see how long I'm going to be at this table with you guys. Depend on the vibes. Let's look at the energy and see what we got going on. All right. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. We have Raven, knowledge, death, energy, Grim Reaper, clarity, after an ending, pumpkin patch. It's weird. I heard bitches be mad. Somebody mad. People are mad. People are mad at some kind of ending. They mad because Halloween is over. They mad because the games are up. It's like the curtain fell. The fat lady sung. I don't know. Game over. Someone's mad. One more here. Crystal ball. They already knew it was coming. They knew it was coming to an end. Everybody's mad. Fake grins. They're mad. But this was something that they knew was going to end. Nobody ever said it was going to last forever. They knew it wasn't going to last forever. It likely was foretold that the shit was going to end and be done with. And now it actually is, and they're mad. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let's get a little sidebar. Why they mad? What they mad about? Specifically. What are they mad about? One more shuffle, y'all. What are they mad about specifically? Oh, it's a man. Mad over a man. Okay. What are they mad? It's a sexy man. It's a sexy man. It's a sexy man. They could be tall, thick, or athletic, like an athletic build, or muscular or something like that. Nice tone, shoulders, broad shoulders, very masculine. Nice hair, sharp features or nice dark features, and kind of cocky and they know it. Big dick energy. Oh shit. Their access is being denied. This is why they're mad. We got the brick wall. They can't get in. They knew this was coming to an end. Somebody that was accessible or somebody that was open is closed. The bar is closed. 4:11 is on the clock.
No.
Cash money information, no? You wasn't at this bar? What? Can you see something in there? No, it's not working. I told you it's supposed to be. I think it's best at night. I know, but we'll work with it after I finish this reading, okay? Because you wasn't thinking about me or that. But we'll try to fix it. I think it's best at night for the stars.
Oh,
yeah. But we'll try to see. You want to spy on the neighborhood? Oh, we also got dirty money. All right, mad. Something they couldn't take. Something they couldn't steal. Someone was casing your energy. This has to do with energy. Knowledge, death, and energies. They no longer know how to get in. Someone had access to information on how to connect with you or how to get in your energy, and they benefited in some way. Okay, it was of value. Now, money can be seen a lot of different ways. Someone wanted someone to understand that money is a lot of different things, but money as a currency is value. It could be knowledge, it could be clarity, it could be confidence, it could be confirmation, validation, love, attention. Okay, it could be a direct connection to divine source or energy source. It could be a source of energy. It could be literal money. It could be purchasing power. There is no end to the value. So whoever this man is, yeah, they're valuable. They're valuable as fuck. And somebody's time ran up. Someone's information dried up. They can't get in. They knew that day was coming. Somebody's like, because that's what I'm getting. Someone was like casing your energy. You can't get rid of me. You're not going to get rid of me. I ain't going nowhere. That's what they said. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Maybe they never said that out loud. Because that little coughing attack and it's still here. That's like throat chakra. But there's a cough. I can't get out the cough that would stop the coughing. So I feel like someone's throat chakra never cleared. They never said this. They just intended this or expected this. Hold on. They expected this. It's a game. It's a game you put it into. But okay. While I was coughing up half of my lung, and I don't even know if I'm done yet, y'all. But I heard it could go both ways. Like this storyline could actually be, because we have two. We have a female energy here too. Okay, they're just as sexy. So it could have been a female, sexy female, nice shape, nice body, nice bust, keeps themselves up. All right, hair, looks like hair, face, you know, how they dress. Something about them, their aura, kind of like ultra feminine or Venusian. Okay, those are the vibes they give. These sexy, but also kind of like pure. The white, it's like sexy, but what do you call that? It's a word for it. Not high class. They call it something else. When they think you cost a lot. High maintenance or something like that. So you could be a female, but this is a male who that's how they saw themselves. Regardless how I describe the masculine, it could be a masculine like that. And so they're thinking like, ain't no way you getting rid of me. Ain't no way. Well, who you gonna walk away to? You know, where you going? You ain't going nowhere. And I'm gonna always have access to you. I'm gonna always be able to get up in there and run it up, whatever the fuck I want to do, however I want to move. You belong to me. That type of energy, those type of vibes. Doesn't matter which way it was. I'm probably gonna read it on the masculine side just for, I don't know, my own shits and giggles, but yeah, it could go either way. Okay, so this is what they're mad about though. Somebody can't get in. Okay, this male, female, doesn't matter, but you are the prize. You are the value. Your energy got it. I'm getting that you are of value, just like a charm. You look good on someone's arm. You're like a trophy. It looks good. It feels like an accomplishment. It says a lot about who you are just because you could get somebody like that. Even if you're not that, you don't have to be, but it gives off the illusion that you are somebody with this person. Okay, so the physical is there, but I'm also getting that it's all of the other things. And don't let them be like of value. Like they cook, they clean, they work hard, they provide, they protect. Like, you know, they're of service too. Ooh. So you could be like a whole 10, and somebody kept running in to benefit from you. Energetically, it feels like. It doesn't even feel like physically. So maybe this is a connection where you had already ended the connection physically. You walked away, or you set up boundaries. This person can't touch you. This person can't be with you. It's over. But energetically, they kept running in, and they thought that that was going to last forever. So we have final ending here. Death energy. Someone could be a Scorpio. They mad. They big mad. Someone could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But they already knew that this was coming. Someone has a high priestess energy. Intuition, clairvoyant, and focused. Someone was focused on this specifically. This was an issue. This was an issue. They were tainting someone's energy. They were like not running the bag up. They were ruining it. They were draining it. So this was already foretold. You gotta go. You bad for business. They knew that. They were warned. All right, let's see. What's the death energy? What's this death energy? The star in reverse. Well, obviously, hopes and desires, wishes unfulfilled. This was like a crashing death blow. Okay, so this was not easy for somebody to deal with. This like seriously took something out of someone. Three of Swords in reverse, but they can't bring you no smoke about it. They can't bring you any smoke about it. They can't get in, and that's unfortunate. But either they can't get in and they know that this is as a result of what they weren't willing to do, as a result of what they weren't willing to heal. They did not have the vision for it. They weren't willing to heal for it. Excuse me. No transparency, no clarity. They didn't show up. They didn't show out. They did nothing. They did nothing. They were told, they were warned, and they chose to do nothing. So they already knew how this was going to go. They already knew how this was going to be. I don't know why. I mean, very cocky, arrogant, and proud to think that something was just going to continue after you literally told them that it wasn't. Or they heard it from somewhere. The Chariot in reverse. Okay, they weren't even listening. They weren't listening. This is someone who could be listening to other people or listening to external guidance. We have the High Priestess. I did say that. There's a High Priestess here, or someone has High Priest or High Priestess energy. It also could mean they're watching readings, but they weren't seeing themselves. They may have thought, or switch roles, reverse roles, places. Okay, it's like a karmic thinking they're the divine feminine or divine masculine. When they're still in karmic energy, it's just not a possibility. So if the readings are talking about a divine connection coming together and the third party is going to be eliminated, that would be the karmic. And if you are in karmic energy, it's you. Doesn't matter if sometimes you seem to hit those high vibes. It's about consistency. Where are you dominantly? What's your true authenticity? It's just how you move. Chariot in reverse is somebody that doesn't listen to, they don't listen to divine guidance. They may not even get divine guidance. The only way they receive it could be through tarot readings, which means that they're living off of a narrative that they don't feel within. So there's no internal value to it. There's no guidance that's coming from within. This could also be someone who was getting readings that were helping them to, correct something, but now they, the reader doesn't do the readings anymore, or they don't have access to this reader anymore, or they're not picking up their energy anymore. I don't know, but they've lost the key, the window, the door that they were sneaking into to connect with you. For some of you, you could have children. They failed to heal the connection with their children, so their child, maybe they like them, but emotionally they're still guarded. They're protecting their heart and likely protecting the divinity that flows through you to your child. That's out of their hands. Children don't do that intentionally. They just naturally are closest to God. If we don't get in the way and tell them what to do and force them to do things that they don't want to, they're going to listen to their internal truth, however it guides them. Toward happiness, toward light, toward optimism, toward joy, toward love, toward peace, toward ease, toward satisfaction, the sun energy. Okay? They're looking for God. So, yeah, somebody, I don't know, they cut themselves off. They did this to themselves. But it was already, they got all the information they would have needed to get the key themselves or to be able to turn something around themselves, and they chose not to. So this is what somebody is upset about or angry about here. We got the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. There will be a collaboration here that will move, successfully, but I think that's after this. This is what needed to go away. You do have the Five of Wands in reverse too, and the Moon in reverse. So I think a lot of things that were getting in your way, even if it was like he say, she say, gossip, Five of Wands, drama, things like that getting in the way, chaos energy, that's over. And it's likely because you got the karmic out of the way. You all you had to do was see him. See him clearly. You had to put your eye on him. High Priest, High Priestess energy, your intuition is on fleek. Third eye connection. The two of you likely. Okay, so maybe this is two of you. This may have been going on for both of you. So y'all might have two karmics that are mad. It doesn't matter how many of them. It may be a lot of them. Five of Wands energy. There's no telling how many. Okay, but this is past individuals that you used to connect with. Three of Cups used to have a good time with, and you used to align with emotionally, soulfully. Or you were letting them in, family, friends, and they were running interference in your connection. So the gig is up. The time is up. And now it feels as if you can move forward successfully or build and connect or work together. All right, let's see what else. What else is going on? Ace of Wands in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. I don't know, boo. I'm gonna have you take it. We're gonna take it to your dad's house when you go over there, and your brother, he can help you. Yeah, y'all can take it outside and use it, because I really don't know how it worked, and it wasn't good instructions to me. But if they got the other one working, I bet you he'll get that one working too. And see if your brother can help you or your daddy can help you with it. Or your uncle, the boys, okay? They'll help you get it together. But I think it's made for nighttime. I don't know. Are telescopes for night or only for night? Or, because I mean, what is there to see in the day? Clouds, the sun. You can't look at the sun. All right, let's see. Conflict, imbalance, trust issues. There's a connection here. Someone made some really bad choices, or they know they did. The connection could have ended as a result of like a lack of self-love, or someone loved themselves too much. Like they could have pretty much narcissism, loved themselves so much that they took the love away from everybody else in the connection, or they poured so much into themselves that they didn't have anything else to give to anyone else. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, so it feels like with good reason, because if you cannot love the people that you are in a relationship or in a connection with, if you can't love them and love yourself, then something is very imbalanced in the connection. You do not have to sacrifice yourself to love your partner if it's a good connection or a healthy connection. You should be able to do both. So there is something there that was imbalanced. It says it was a wasted opportunity. So someone could feel as if, they were an opportunity. This is something definitely that someone should have gave more attention to. Someone should have considered more. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm hearing that too, because it says creative block. So whoever this person is that's separated or detached, they knew what their options were. But it feels like they were really through. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. The love is gone. The thrill is gone. There was likely no attraction or passion, or the sexual connection had died. The physical connection had died. Whatever attracted you to the person in the beginning, likely that's something that no longer was present. Whether that was energy, connection, attraction, passion, energy, the love, mutuality, maybe even your choices, your values, something changed in the connection. Broke down as a result. What do you need to know about this connection? We got the Four of Cups. Okay, someone was rejected. Queen of Cups, rejected because they were hateful, spiteful, insecure, holding on to unnecessary drama, or holding on to resentment. They also were trying to like pass off this depressive energy or something like that. They felt disconnected because the person was rejecting that. They did not feel like they were responsible to heal this person emotionally. They did not feel like this is not what they wanted to do. Someone just was not invested emotionally, so they did not heal or fix the connection, even though I feel like someone wanted them to. Someone was also bored in the connection and had been contemplating for quite a while on how to get out of it. So they start working to get themselves out of it, and it looks like it worked out well, or it will. Why we got a lot of connections falling apart? Okay, what just fell out is the Six of Cups. So there is some connection coming together. I'm like, dang. The first read, somebody brick wall, blocked out, defense, guarded, hard to reach. They not answering the phone. They're disconnected. They don't care. They're not, committed. They're not letting you in. They don't care how you try to get in. You can't do it again. They don't want it. This one, rejection, boredom. The love is gone. The thrill is gone. Somebody's been pretty much thinking about how to get out of this as if they were in a prison sentence or a jail cell. Okay. All right. So Six of Cups. Somebody's connection is coming together. Thank goodness. Hold on. Let me take this. I had to. Paparicola. I love these. Do y'all eat those? That's the only cough drop I like. The original one. Ricola. I've been eating those since I was a kid. But it was the only thing that would stop that cough. Okay. And it didn't mess up the taste of my milkshake either. Did you finish your shot of coffee milkshake? You did? It was good? You can't have no more. That's for grown-ups. All right. Let's see. Six of Cups. What's the Six of Cups? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces. Oh. There's a connection that is coming back together, but there is a Pisces that is sick about it. Sorrow, shattered dreams, dissatisfaction. They feel like they failed. Something about the connection is overbalanced. This could even be a situation they tried to put their emotions and feelings into it. They put way too much into it. So the connection is coming back together, but this is not what they were hoping for. It almost feels like it's the opposite reaction. It's a nightmare. Someone's connection is a nightmare. What's the Six of Cups? Yeah, see, even this person, I never paid attention to that, but that X there, this cup right here makes me feel like this person, like they're the, I don't know, MVP. This person was the most valuable player in a situation, a family, a neighborhood, a group of some sort. I don't know. They were good for the family. They were good for the children, good for the family, good for the connection, good for a whole household or something like that. So they did not want this person to go away. I don't even know if this is... So their connection must be with someone else. Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What's the Six of Cups? What's the Six of Cups? The Fool. Leo. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Pisces and a Leo coming back together. This is causing shattered dreams. Someone did not think that you were going to take this leap of faith. That's what it is, the Fool. Someone did not expect you to be able to, I don't know, to love this person. Why wouldn't you be able to? Come on now, with a King of Pentacles. They saw this person, whoever this person, someone tried really hard to make someone seem unlovable. It's a most valuable player, but they tried to X them out or cast them off as, you know, not worth anything. But they're a King of Pentacles. As a matter of fact, they were worth everything to everyone. They created benefit, they created value, they were of value, they were of service, they were supportive, nurturing. This is really like the founder foundation, the father figure. They like the grandpa that brings everybody together, male or female. But, you know, King of Pentacles, that's interesting. Thoughtful, loyal, caring, easy to approach, easy to talk to, always, willing to help. They lend a hand, they give what they can, they're self-sacrificing, humble, very practical, reliable. That's the thing, they're of value, but the value is also reliable. You know how hard that is to find? Somebody who is consistently going to be there, consistently going to do what it is likely that you need them to do. Like, they're going to prioritize you. Do you know how that is a gem? They really are the MVP. I'm telling you. I have to tell people sorry all the time and be like, can't nobody count on me but Liam. Until I got somebody I can count on, can't nobody count on me but my son. That's it. That's it. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But I've seen a lot of single mothers, including people in my family, people who I was literally right there with them. And that's one of the biggest things that I've seen is them be so self-sacrificing for everybody else and then not have enough for themselves or enough to give to their children and be happy about it. They're always pissed, rightfully so, because they got the world on their shoulders. It's a lot when you don't have a father figure. And, vice versa if you're a single father. But it's a job for two for a reason. And then they say it takes a whole family. It used to be that way. Nowadays, you don't know how it's going to play out. You may not have the whole family. You may not have your partner. Sometimes you don't get your partner. You don't get their father or their mother, but you at least get their family. Maybe the mother, their grandmother, grandfather, they, put in more. And then what if they don't? So nothing, no aunties, no uncles, no grandfathers, no grandmother, no nobody. That's a lot. So I'm not saying that they were crabby or tired or always irritable for no reason. I'm just saying sometimes you got to close your doors. Sometimes you got to close your doors and prioritize what is the most value to you. Correct whatever you seen that could have been corrected. So that's what I tried to do with me and my child. And I feel as if this is someone who they're the opposite. This is somebody who had it to give. They were choosing to be that. And this could have been somebody, with the King of Pentacles, I'm not saying they didn't prioritize their family. I'm saying that they could take the weight of the world on their shoulders, or they did. They would take care of their family, your cousin's family, everybody. Everybody. I said a whole neighborhood, a whole community. This is someone that spreads themselves out. Maybe too thin. This may be someone who's extremely self-sacrificing. So yeah, they were the MVP, but that don't last too long. You get to self-sacrificing for everybody and you don't have enough for yourself or for your kids or for the people that you prioritize. You're going to start to make changes in your life. But it feels as if they had already been X'd out or discredited or something like that. Whew. Somebody fucked up. Because they wanted to make it as if, it's all this person's fault. But if it was really all this person's fault, why are you, shattered? Why are your dreams shattered? Why are you in sorrow? Somebody's over drinking or overindulging. They're just dissatisfied. They feel like they failed. Shouldn't this person feel like the failure? It feels like someone tried to cast this person as the failure. So why are you crying about them? You don't have them anymore. They're not yours anymore. You can't connect with them or rely on them anymore. Why? Why so sad? Because they were not that bad. They were the MVP. That's why it's so sad. All right, the Fool also could be that this person fell in love with themselves and who they used to be. Maybe they used to be a lot less generous, a lot less self-sacrificing. And this could be someone who learned a lesson and is returning back to the side of life where you have to prioritize yourself, you and yours. Something was not reciprocal. Yeah, we have the Empress. We have the Empress. Something wasn't reciprocal, but I feel like they are getting an equal now. Okay, so this is someone else falling in love with this person. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or a Libra. They are attracting They're attracting a divine counterpart. This person is a real MVP. This is why somebody is really scared or shitty here, because they know that they know what kind of person this person is, and they know what they deserve and what they can get. They tried to postpone this. We have the Eight of Wands. This is energetic or spiritual warfare. Someone tried to postpone this, to slow this down. It could even be the other way around. This could be an empress that's about to receive a masculine here, who is likely to be your next emperor. I don't know, equals. Or you're just returning to that true value. Somebody could be closing up a cycle where they were pouring into a situation where people were never happy. They were committed to being unhappy, dissatisfied. Everything was a failure. Nothing was ever good enough. Okay, it's like a drainage. It was like pouring into an endless, bottomless pit. Just a dark void. So someone's getting out of that. They decided to pull back, detach, and took a leap of faith on loving themselves and pouring into themselves, and that is suiting them very well. Someone tried to slow this down. They did not want you to see yourself. They did not want you to see your value. They did not want you to know that you were the MVP that you are, and I feel like you always known yourself to be. 444, you were protected from this, but there was a war to keep you stuck in here. Stuck in this situation. My love will dissolve all anxiety and fear. So somebody was not only, okay, maybe it's two of you, but somebody was not only King of Pentacles, like I said, protector, provider, just there for you physically. They will show up. Okay, the Empress, though, this is different. This is like emotional fulfillment. This is like a whole community or a whole family losing the true father and the true mother in the situation. Who they could run to when they needed money, shelter, clothing, food, okay? Who they could run to when they needed understanding, love, empathy, someone who cared. Man, it's like they lost it all. Looks like they weren't given nothing. So what do you get for nothing? Nothing. Unless you're trying to steal. So we do have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. What's that Seven of Swords? They was trying to steal. Oh, that was why. They were trying to slow this down. Slow you from seeing your true value. Because if you were to see your true value, you would know exactly what you're not getting. You would know exactly where you need to detach. You would know exactly why you needed to detach. They were just trying to keep you from doing it. They know what happens when you take your power back. Somebody was just buying time, trying to get what they could get until you woke up and detached and walked away from it. That energy on the table been real thirsty. Just get what you can get instead of just being like, I understand the Empress and the Emperor. Maybe that's a little intimidating, or it makes you feel like you got a whole lot to do. But the King of Pentacles is like the most down-to-earth, humble type of energy. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. You can't be real. You can't be practical. You can't be, I don't know, make it about the children. Treat each other like family. What do you do in family? I guess you're supposed to forgive, move forward, move on, move for the better, for the good of all. Be consistent. Be practical. Be humble. Did I say humble? Yeah. I think humility helps a whole lot in families. Arrogance and pride is what causes a whole lot of division. Yeah. But if this is a situation where no matter what you did, no matter how humble you were, niggas kept trying to X you out, Okay, they kept trying to shit on you when you were humble. It wasn't safe for you to be humble. It wasn't safe for you to put yourself on the back burner or put yourself. Yeah, it wasn't safe for you to do that. Because even when you did, it still wasn't enough. So this situation was just draining you. These people are thieves, users, abusers. They just burden you down. They take you for everything you got, and then when you can't give anymore, they don't see where they can fill in or how they can help or take on the load. They just like, oh shit, let's go. They woke up. We done eating. Let's go. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. What's the Seven of Swords? I saw the High Priest or High Priestess, so someone could have intended to make something happen here where they thought it would have a specific outcome. Again, the Seven of Swords, bad intentions. Yeah, the Moon. This is secret, a plotted. It's a secret plot. Hidden intentions, bad intentions. This is a bad investment anyway. This is a bad investment. I don't care if it came to you. It was a bad investment. It was a trap. It was a trap. The Hangman in reverse. Arrogance, stagnation, fear, sacrifice. So someone else wanted to use you as the sacrifice, as the scapegoat. This is somebody who likely wanted to look like the most valuable player, but they were using you to do it. So they did it off of your back. You were carrying the bulk of the burden. You were carrying the bulk of the responsibility of the load. This person was pretty much going for a free ride and then casting you aside or throwing you under the bus in order to look like something that they're not. This is also someone who does not believe in the very thing that enabled you to be and do all of the things that you were capable of doing. This is divinity here. This person is not like a literal superwoman or a literal superman. They're a human being, but likely, you know, God, when you're inspired or invigorated with the Holy Spirit, you can do anything. I don't care what you call it, energy, source. They're an alien. Divine masculine, divine feminine. So whoever this person is, the very thing about this individual or these individuals that was the most value is something that they're resistant to. It's something that they don't believe in, something that they push against, something that they resist. So that made the burden even harder. You can see me in there? Really? Hey. I wonder why you can see me in the house, but you can't see it out the window. We're going to have to take it outside. Yeah, so yeah, they not only, and then it says laziness too. Really not willing to make any sacrifices for you. They were very lazy when it came to you or the things that you wanted them to do. It's not someone you could rely on like they could rely on you. It's not someone who wanted to be of service to you the way you were, of service to them. Yeah, so guarded, can't get in. Leo energy, Taurus energy, Cancer energy. I already said Taurus again. Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo again. Well, the answer is no now. We're back where we started the video with. The answer is no. So it does look like there is a connection, but this could be this person's connection to themselves is what they're getting back. It's a lot of connections coming apart on the table, and it feels like what it's leading to, even the first reading started with that. Somebody is like, and that's the truth, you can do bad all by yourself. If someone affects your mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual health, or they affect all of it negatively, you would do better off alone. You do not need that person in your life, in your home, in your energy. Nothing. Nothing. So no wonder you're walking away. No wonder you're guarded. Defensive is what it says. Strong-willed and determined to protect. Obviously, because you have something to protect. You are of extremely high value. And whoever this person is, they know that. Perseverance and persistence, fighting for what you think is right. You finally stood up for yourself. You put yourself first. You didn't need any of these people to see you and value you. You just needed to see you and value you. Now you can attract people who really will see you and value you the way that you see yourself and value yourself. You were connecting with people who couldn't see you because you didn't see you. They were just happy to eat up and drink up whatever you gave, whatever you do, whatever you sacrifice. But they didn't see you for real. So now you're moving into an energy where you know your value and they can't play with you no more. The Empress, this is the Empress coming out twice in this reading. I feel like your whole life is about to change. Four of Wands, your whole life is about to change. You're going to be very happy with those changes too. Celebration, enjoyment, community, home, stability, belonging, teamwork, reunion, balance, and dignified. You deserve all of it. You deserve all of it. All right, you guys, that's my time. In case I didn't see you in this live, this is me and mine blowing you kisses and waving. Goodbye. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye.